The Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. What does this mean, and what can we look forward to today, April 20th, 2024? Well, the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction is a very interesting time to be alive because the last time that this happened in the sign of Taurus was in the year 1941. Now, the last time this happened in general would have been about 14 years ago. So this would have been around 2010, 2011, somewhere around there. So you know, you might want to think back as to what was going on in your life during that period of time. If I'm not mistaken, it was around January of 2011. Could get that wrong, but I think that's when it was. Now, that was in the sign of Pisces, so there was a lot of changes in the way that we saw femininity. There was a lot of changes in the way that we saw spirituality. There was a lot of endings to things. This was when we had a lot of the Wall Street, the Wall Street kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Riots and protests, right? So there was a big shift in the culture that kind of occurred at that time. However, in 1941, when the Uranus conjunction with Jupiter happened, right around World War II, this was right around the time where America entered the war, and there was a lot of really big changes financially. So what can we expect this time around? Well, we've already seen what's going on in the Middle East, and we also know that the Middle East wants America and other countries to get involved. There is a lot of talk with the whole Ukraine situation, China and Taiwan. There's a lot of things that we could talk about. However, I think that because this is in the sign of Taurus, this is more than likely going to be impacting the way that we see the financial headspace. It is also not a coincidence that the Bitcoin halving is occurring on today as well. It probably will occur a few hours after this video is posted because I'm going to post this early on. But what is the Bitcoin halving? Well, basically the amount that the amount that the cryptocurrency Bitcoin allows you to mine is going to be reduced, which means that if I'm using these terms properly, the liquidity will rise, or something, and basically the price of the entire crypto market increases by. Could be a small percent, could be a dramatic percent, we don't know, and we're not going to know. Now, I also want to mention that on April 18th, on the night of April 18th, around the evening time on the Western world, right, so the Americas, there was some conflict that was occurring between Iran and Israel. Supposedly, there were rumors of bombings and potential threats, and there was actually a bit of a correction that we saw in the market because of that, and I'm really interested to see where this goes moving forward. But with this Uranus-Jupiter conjunction, the big key takeaway today is to allow the positive love of God and the universe to flow through you. This is where wonderful, beautiful opportunities of great luck and great fortune are just going to fall into your lap if you're open to them and you're willing and ready to accept them. And some of you might even be the progenitors or the creators of these beautiful opportunities. So this is a very important day for manifestation. This is basically where you should be taking a big portion of your time to really meditate and reflect on the way that you want to live your life, and you want to see it visually and then feel that end state coming, because it's already here. You've already claimed it, and that's the way that you have to treat this specific conjunction. Now, this conjunction is going to pop at its peak sometime around noon to 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in the sky. But really the big thing to keep in mind is this conjunction is going to lead into the Scorpio full moon that we're going to have on the 23rd of April, night of the 22nd going into the 23rd of April. So this is a really great time to get very honest with yourself. Scorpio is opposite of Taurus, and Jupiter and Uranus will still be dancing around each other by the time this full moon comes. And full moons generally detail a dip in the market, generally speaking. Now, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you what you should do with your money. However, I would be very interested to see how this market is going to shift and change over this upcoming weekend going into early next week. It's probably going to be pretty intense, and I would assume that there's going to be a lot of differentiation with the diversity and the variability that we see in the market. There are going to probably be massive growth opportunities for certain people who have invested in certain coins. Me personally, not financial advice, me personally, I'm a pretty big fan of Ripple, which is the company that owns XRP and XLM. If you guys are unfamiliar, you should really do more research into ISO 20022. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, nor am I a financial genius, but I am really good friends with Coach JV. If you're not familiar with him, go check him out too. But he and I have done a lot of research on our own independent fronts on this. I'm a person that has come from a Wall Street background. I did used to work in Manhattan for a short spurt of my life. I also worked for the banking industry for a while, actually. So this is something that I'm somewhat familiar with, absolutely having to work with Federal Reserve regulations and seeing the direction that this country's economy and just economic landscape is kind of shifting to more of this quantum financial system and the digital dollar and CBDCs, central banking digital currencies, and all that. So yeah, it's really interesting to see this unfold. But with that being said, I just wanted to make a short little video here about the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction and what we can expect. Once again, I really appreciate all the support and all the love that you guys always give. Please drop comments down below as far as to what you'd like to see next, and let me know anything else that I may have missed. If you guys are interested, go to our website, teampsycosmos.org. We have tons of free content available, tons of free content. Lots of resource guides and free ebooks and such for you guys. You can join our Discord. We're trying to be more active in our Discord server. If you have any recommendations, or if you have anybody that would love to work with us and wants to help us grow, please reach out. We really appreciate it. As far as our Psycosmos life coaching program, please send any inquiries that you have. They are available on our website. You can also schedule a free 30-minute consultation with us as well. I am starting to get a little wrapped up. I have over 20 clients that I work with on a personal basis. One of my clients is Coach JV himself. So once again, you can go check out his content too, but he is my client as well. He's also one of my best friends. He's a very good friend of mine, and I love each and every one of my clients. My time is running a little spare, however, a little scarce, so we do have availabilities for Coach Tyler and Coach Richard if you guys are interested in working with them. They know the exact same stuff that I know, and they're wonderful human beings I've known for over 20 years, and they're geniuses in their own right. So if you guys are interested, go check out all of our stuff. And once again, as always, we love you guys very, very much. Thank you for everything that you guys do. We love you. Take care.